welcome to session 8 of Erectune Rising, the Nemesis Queen, the one with the eyes of sun. Tonight's session, as always from now on, is sponsored by Ivy, but also like, she was a fairy, that sound on TikTok. She has gone full no bones on me. She does not like this, but also she's not amused. But happy Pride! Oh, there we go. See, she's wagging her tail. She saw a car out the window. But yeah, everyone, in your imagination zone, cue your own, intro music again. Should be Chapel Roan. If you didn't listen to me last week and listen to Chapel, I'm disappointed. And you should listen to Chapel and not be a disappointment anymore. All right, here we go. So,
Jeebus.
What?
I said Jeebus.
Okay, but if you don't know who Chapel Roan is by now, like, I'm sorry. She is your dream girl's dream girl. She is your favorite artist's favorite artist.
Dua Lipa is my favorite artist, actually.
Yeah, well, Chapel Roan is her favorite artist.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I looked to get tickets to see her like way back in like what, October, November. I was like, I'll look later. And then I looked later and I was like, I'll do it later. And then she was sold out and I'm devastated.
Oh.
So yeah, listen to her. She's incredible. Queen. Okay, so here we go. Last we left off, Nick was taken on a special mission with Kurt to take care of a little situation involving a release of all the animals in a petting zoo. Pigs were chasing children. Children were being chased by pigs. Yes, I know that's the same thing, said two different ways. I don't know why I just went with pigs, but it's canon now. So, Maruz, Denatos, and Marius were enlisted by Princess Amara, who has felt something's off, strange movements in the shadows, and no one is there, just something's not quite right, but didn't really have any like major details to share as far as what they would be looking for or what exactly is causing this issue. With a big masquerade ball, an announcement the next evening, she wants to ensure everything is perfect. She gave y'all a little rundown of where things would be happening. Ma'am, I already took a dice out for you. Anyway, and she did give y'all your invites. Nick, Kurt has your invite, which presumably you would already have by now. Upon inspection of a number of rooms, the group eventually ends up in the throne room, where they come across LBG, aka Little Bacon Girl. She leads them through a set of secret passageways, an underground garden, behind a waterfall, to a new tunnel, one with the symbol of a death moth above it. Into the thick of it, and by that I mean into the tunnel, they end up in a secret base of sorts. There is little time to explore what they have found and come across before a doorknob begins to turn, and voices of Jerry and not Jerry are heard. The group somehow thanks to that wonderful little spell that I'm totally blanking the name of right now, Pass Without a Trace. The group is able to hide. Somehow Marius still is able to hide as a velociraptor. And LBG is on Denatos' shoulders, piggyback ride style. They get the element of surprise. Can you tell I've gone off script? I have. So they get the element of surprise as two figures enter, appearing to be agency members. They were able to knock both Jerry and not Jerry unconscious, manacled and tied up. They now have hostages, and y'all have discovered that underneath their agency badges are pins with the symbol of a death moth on them. And that is where we're gonna get started. So, as I said, y'all have got Jerry and Not Jerry tied up. You all have passed without a trace up. LBG is a queen, and y'all have no idea where she went. She did say she needed to use the bathroom. And then Giggling told Denatos it was a false alarm, and that's the last time you heard from her. So I hope she's doing okay. But here we go. You've got two unconscious dudes. How would you like to proceed?
So I think if it wasn't said last episode, I've manacled one of them
Correct.
just to make sure, and I think we've tied up the other one.
Correct. They are
Awesome.
both toyed up and unconscious. They are at 0 hit points. Y'all made sure not to unalive them.
Definitely also I'm gagging the one that I have in the manacles, at least. I don't want any yelling to happen. They're not unconscious, right?
They are unconscious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're like I said, they're at 0 hit points.
Oh, hell no.
Y'all were sure to specify you did not want to moid at them.
I guess at this point I'll look at him and goes, "Should we wake them?" Wow, wrong voice. Should we wake them?
You just see me standing by the one that I helped knock out, and I'm just kind of like looking at his leg and looking at you, and I'm like getting ready to like just give it a little nibble, and then I'm like, oh wait, no, we gotta not do that. But I'm literally just there, like looking at you, like,
These guys
okay.
are at 0. They are down. What I'm going to do is use 2 of my hands, my healing features for my key, and just kind of, you'll see me, I like forcefully grab the back of their necks and almost like I slap the back of their neck while picking them up. But I heal them for, let's see. Damn. I forgot. My tablets need an upgrade, so I need to go to my computer. Hurry, make a roll. Make me a roll.
You're the rolling man.
My characters, I have 120 characters.
Cause
In
we're
my
all in the
D&D
mood
layout.
for some TTRPGs.
You never know when you need a character.
Alright.
Let's see here. Healing, hands of healing. Whatever my current okay, so it's whatever. It's a D6. So let's just go ahead and do this. Both of them okay, both of them heal for 1 point each. Just enough to get them up.
Oil. Ow.
They're gagged.
One is.
Oh, I thought we gagged both of them.
I said that I gagged the one that was manacled.
That's fair. And I can't talk, so I'm just like looking at the one that's like going oi.
Yeah.
And just give it that velociraptor growl chirp thing.
These guys are smaller than me, yes?
You're like what, 7?
I am a medium creature, but considered as large. Kind of like how Goliaths are. We are considered to be tall as a large creature, but I am a medium for all intents and purposes.
I mean, they're bigger. You're bigger than them. They're not.
Okay,
really.
I am holding them by the scruffs of their neck.
I'm getting up in the face of the one that isn't gagged and just went, oi. And I'm just growling like at him. Like right up in his business.
And the other one I'm holding over Marus. Kind of hoping that he's snap at his heels. That's gonna be my deterrent. It's like, you want to be eaten? No.
Tries to do his cute little but realizes that he can't, and he's just like, I'm not really gonna scream.
I just try and like grab the boot off the guy that Denitus is dangling over me and yank it off, like very scary, like
Yeah.
I almost got you. I almost got you.
So the gagged one is not Jerry, and he's like crying, like bawling. Tears. Not like he's terrified. Eyes locked in on you, Marius. He's never seen anything like you before.
Literally just. And here's the
Traumatized.
funny thing: the Velociraptor model for this version is literally just the size of a large turkey.
Yeah, well, terrified.
Yeah,
You have a
giant,
rookie.
The Meg too,
giant
and
turkey
like
sized lizard.
terrifying. Maruz, you've got your face, I guess, and it would be Jerry's face then. Oh, wait, have you? What's going on here?
You're gonna tell us what you were doing and everything you know.
We just came to take a break, rub our feet, maybe a nice nap.
See, I don't believe that because your pins
Cuddle,
say
yeah.
otherwise.
We were gonna cuddle. But then we were just resting.
Going to pick up Marius in his little velociraptor form and just sort of bring him closer. Not close enough to actually bite. What were you doing here? Not in this place, in this cavern, but in the palace.
Our job. See, look, and he kind of like that. Does this kind of motion like look at where my badge is? See, we're agency members. We're just doing our job.
Did we
Oh,
did
shit.
we remove the badges and
Right.
just leave the pins visible?
Yeah. Well, he can't see.
Hmm.
'Cause he's being held up. He's just kind of motioning. You can't see that his badge is gone.
Yeah, I have him like by the neck. He can't move. He's just, oh,
Fun.
Danatos, could you have them look at each other? Now, do you see what pin is available, is on you now?
Gary just starts sobbing, burst into tears.
who is your supervisor?
He's gonna get us.
Who's going to get you?
The bad one. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. This voice is all over the place. I'm not sorry.
You okay?
It's kind of funnier that way, to be honest. Because they're distraught. They're distraught.
That's what I'm going for. This is just peak comedy, everyone.
Do you know how many times in a session I lose my accent every time they just give up half the time?
That's why I gave up
You're
on
doing
accents for
fine.
characters almost immediately.
Never gonna let you down.
Seeing that they are just giving us absolutely nothing because they are terrified, I'm going to burn the third charge of my Medallion of Thoughts. And I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts while interrogating them on who hired them, because it sure as shit wasn't the agency.
Are you looking at... Oh, this is tricky. Are you looking at their... Like, are you doing the deep thoughts or just the frontal thoughts?
First, I'll get the frontal thoughts, and depending on how the frontal thoughts go, then I can decide to push deeper.
And what exactly... Phrase your question for me again.
who hired them and what they were hired to do, because we know for sure that it wasn't the agency. We've seen the Death's Head moths.
And also, if these guys are like a part of, this is Tim speaking. If they have that fucking badge, I'm pretty sure they would be much more like badass than they would be like almost weak and pissing themselves, unless they are initiates. That's the only thing I could think of. But they're also cuddling, so I don't think initiates are allowed to canoodle with each other.
Um, who hired them? The agency hired them.
Oh, fuck.
And what were they hired to do?
Yeah, that was the other question.
Prepare for Ollie.
Oh, fuck.
I'll relay that to the others, and then I'm going to push deeper. So they will have to make a wisdom saving throw of 13.
Mm.
And we'll push deeper on Jerry.
I'm trying to figure out what dice I want to roll. And I think it's gonna be this guy. Oh, that fails. So, are you looking for something specific or just what that like deeper thought is?
It it would give me like a repeat the question.
Are you just trying to see what his like deeper thought is? Or are you searching for something in particular?
It'll be deeper thoughts related to who hired them and what they were hired to do.
Great.
It's not. It's going to be like more detailed oriented.
Right. He is so utterly terrified, and when he said that he was going to kill him, there was like a new level of fear in their eyes, both of them. And so looking deeper into his mind, all he's thinking is Oleander is going to kill us for getting caught.
Okay. Hearing, feeling that thought. Went through 3 different verbs there. I'm going to relay that to the group as well and be like, I think the agency is in a lot more trouble than we initially thought.
How so?
Because they are apparently preparing for Oleander's return.
We have not met Oleander yet, right? Or have we met like I thought we met something that inklinged his name to us. Also, would Denitos possibly, by working in the palace and being next to Cat, would I have even heard that name before?
Oh, yes. You've
Yeah.
all heard.
Okay. Oh, that can't be right. That's the whole reason why the war happened the last time. Why would he be? That makes no sense.
And they say very adamantly that the agency hired them. So I think we have traitors in our midst.
Nick in
this
the
point, like-
Discord. Nick in the Discord just said the agency handbook, page 20, paragraph 7, states that all relationships with other agency members must notify their supervisor. They must fill out the disclosure form.
Yeah, you know what? Their supervisor is totally okay with that.
At this point, I start to like wriggle out of Maruza's arms and hop down to the ground. I do like one last like really ferocious snap growl at the one that's been like crying the most about the relationship, and then I back up and I return back to my full form. And I go, well, you're going to get a reprieve on being eaten today, but only because I don't eat piles of shit.
Ugh. I mean,
That is good.
yes, that's good, but necessarily not known that these two are piles of shit. Maybe a little bad. I'd say that. Maybe not piles of shit. I've met some piles of shit. You should
Right.
see them in Clem.
You're
They're in the
you're
masses.
They could
You're
be
ruining my
dingleberries of
cool
shit.
moment, guys. You're ruining my cool moment here. I just I look at you both saying that, and then I'm just like, regardless, you're getting a reprieve from being chowed on. Be grateful because you're going to be going into protective custody as of this moment. There's going to be more interrogation, but everybody's going to have to be vetted that's going to meet you from this point on.
That's
I think the first people that we need to bring you toward to is possibly the royal family and their friends.
Oh, or even possibly the head of the agency members who are right outside those doors. Hmm. How about say you two? He'll lift them up higher. Does that sound fun? Ah, that sounds fun. Did my headphones crap out again, or?
no.
No.
I did.
Okay.
Just silent. Are you still holding on to them then? Or
Yeah.
did you-
I just put them back down to like arm level because obviously blood, I'm losing it all the way up here. I have circulatory issues. I know it's real.
No, you're good. I'm just thinking thoughts and schemes and things. You all hear an echoey little giggle.
Look around for little bacon girl.
Yeah. Come on out,
Bef-
bacon girl.
Can I give a perception of smell
You're gonna try to smell her?
Or the
with my
bacon.
big trunk?
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
wa-
say just sniff for bacon.
Well, it was either that or she did complain that she had to pee, and I'm not sure if she may have accidentally peed herself. So one of the two
Oh, no,
combinations.
it's a false alarm. She told you. Um, here's my thing though. She's had her little smelly bacon fingers all over the place. So if you're smelling for bacon,
You can make this an insanely hard roll for me and say it's just a nat 20 if you want. I'm just trying to be like, my trunk just goes. That was all I was trying to do. Come on, let's see if I get a nat 20. If it decides to roll, the heck? Roll. There we go. Nope. It's okay though.
what did you roll?
12 and a 10 because I have advantage with using my nose for perception, and I got a 19 total. 19 as my high. This room just smells
You
heavy
like
of bacon.
smell, like you know how like in cartoons and fun shows, like animated shows in general, sometimes they show a smell visually, like a color.
Yeah, like how they have the hand that lures Mickey Mouse over to the windowsill, or Tom and Jerry, rather.
Yeah, Tom and Jerry was what I was actually thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting like a lot of, and it's the color's pink in my brain, so that's what we're going with. Like pink fuchsia lingering smells, and you notice little handprint shaped smell signatures on the doorknob that the guys came through and kind of going down that hall.
Hmm. That's troubling.
But there's also
I assume that we were gonna go down that way anyways,
all over
and
the room.
Denatos
so you're
will.
not really
Oops, sorry.
what? So you're not really sure which direction she went or which direction she's heading now, or if she's standing right behind you.
Copy that. With hearing her laugh, not knowing if she's just sitting there listening, we'll just go, "You're very good at hiding, little one. Are you safe?" I think she's too far for us to hear. Right. So, do we bring these two back and then go down this way? And I still hold him while pointing to the door. Go down that way, or
If we bring them, who are we taking them to? Because if the agency is corrupt from within,
well, I'm not pretty sure, but I do know that Cat does have close connections with that satyr man that's outside. Very doubtful that he would be, but who knows at this point.
They had the biggest influence on stopping Oleander the first time, so
But what if... Now, hear me out. There was a lot of people under some control there back then. Not everyone could be not susceptible. So, maybe I'm going to put my arms down, because now Tim is actually losing blood in his arms.
no.
I
I'll
held
take
it up.
one
I
of them
held
off
it
of
for
your
a good
hands.
amount of time. I tried.
You put him down?
no,
No, Denatos is still holding. Tim cannot hold his arms up any longer.
Okay. Cute. I'm gonna need you to make a roll, Denatos.
Cool.
I just need to figure out what it is.
Cool.
Hold, please.
English or Spanish?
I also stopped breathing and realized that wasn't wise. Can you make a strength check for me, please?
Sure. Just a check?
Yeah.
4?
Great.
Awesome. They wiggle out.
Well. Can you make another roll for me? Another strength roll.
13. I'm the monk, so strength isn't my thing. It's dex.
Okay.
So.
So they both make an attempt to wriggle free. Not Jerry is successful. And not Jerry lands on his feet and like attempts to shove your grip on like off Jerry. But he rolled a 1. So he just kind of tripped.
seeing this happen, Haruz is going to immediately try and grapple. Not Jerry's the one who fell. I'm just gonna call him
I mean,
Tom
not
from
Jerry's on
now.
the floor now.
I'm just gonna call him Tom.
That's not his name.
I got your reference.
Guy's name?
Thank you, David.
If the other one is Jerry and Tom
His
and
name's-
Jerry.
It's Jerry with a G, not a J.
Oh,
You
so
can
it's
check all of my notes.
like Parks and Rec Jerry.
Okay.
Gerry,
Mhm.
Jerry.
Mhm.
So not Jerry's on the floor. He tripped. It was like not good.
I think I pissed her off with that "show me your pussy"
But
thing.
yes,
So
I'm going to
just
try and
gonna
grapple.
not talk anymore the rest of the time.
Not Jerry.
Not Jerry's dead.
Wait, what?
You see that he was able to, it looks like, slobber through the gag, if that makes sense. And it looks like there's a piece of the cuff of his jacket, shirt. It would be a shirt, and his mouth.
Is that where the pin was?
No.
Hmm.
I was
Wait.
about to say, would it be cyanide? I want to smell. Wait, cyanide doesn't have smell. Fuck. So I
Is-
wouldn't, even with my trunk, I wouldn't know.
Is that the one that got free that just died? Okay, I'm gonna get down and do a medicine check on this boyo. Because I want to see if I can sort out what the book just happened.
Making a medicine check?
Hmm. Come on. Ooh. Okay. 12?
You said you were making a medicine check?
Yes.
He's been poisoned.
Hmm. I look over at this was not Jerry. I look over at Jerry. Like somebody check his clothes for anything that might be a hidden bit of poison or pill or capsule or something.
All right.
But be
Just gonna,
careful. It might also be like a little needle prick or something.
all right. Can I give uh Jerry a an investigation to see if I find anything that would be used as like a way to get out of this without getting out of it? Trying to avoid saying
Repeat that.
uh can I look over Jerry for anything that he would use to basically kill himself to get out of this?
Are you just looking at the front of him?
Like actually investigating, like going
Yeah.
through while Danatos still has him in his grip.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Um,
Investigation.
yeah, that'll be a 12.
You notice a pink star-shaped flower pinned to the inside of his collar on both sides.
I'm going to point this out and attempt to remove them.
They give.
Okay.
May I see those?
Yeah.
For
I'll have
one, just I would take one because I don't know if it's like one of those you need to take both to activate or just one. I just take it and I go try another hand at medicine check to see if I can tell if this is a poison or part of a combination of poisons.
You want to do a medicine or a nature check?
See if I do a nature check. That's got a better plus for me.
I'll allow it.
Thank you. That's a 17.
This is an oleander flower. And if you know about oleander flowers, you know that they are very toxic.
Yeah, they're definitely poisons. Oleander flowers, to be specific. Very on theme, might I add.
Thank you.
This is not just player, this is Marius saying it as well, just so you know. And I just kind of look at Jerry and I'm like, you're really working for like the cringiest of cringe bad guys right now, just so you know. Like the ego on an individual to use a flower that he's named after or vice versa. That's some ego. Like if I was a bad guy, I wouldn't use a Marius flower to poison my my lackeys.
Henchman.
That's just yeah. Thank you. That's cringe. Okay. Well, you're not going to be following in your friend's footsteps at this moment, so take solace in that, but there's going to be interrogations more than what we've been capable of by better and stronger and meaner individuals than us. I think it's time that we get this party started. Let's get them back. Let's get him and his unfortunate cuddle buddy back.
Yeah. Dead or alive, they still have value. So I'll just grab
I was just gonna
not
say,
Jerry.
dead or alive, they're coming with me.
Are you all, where are you planning on taking them?
I think we agreed
sorry.
with Seder guy.
The Satyr guy?
I mean, if that's cool with Thanatos and Marius.
Well, he's with the others right now, so that was kind of what I wanted as Marius was to bring him before, like the council of like the heroes of old, and see their reaction to these mothpin having bastards, and be like, we have rats in the agency once more. And be like, I don't know if you want to go person to person through the castle, weeding them out. What the hell the motivation would be at that point?
So here's my question then. As mentioned, last session, Amara didn't explicitly tell you all to be discreet, but you did get the impression that was what she wanted. Knowing that, and keeping that in mind, are you going to be stealthy in how you choose to take them to the throne room where you last saw that group? Or are you just gonna traverse
Mm,
a body around?
we would probably come back to the entrance of the secret tunnel that we were in. Also, yeah, I know what I said. And then one or two of us go back to the throne room to like urge them to come with us because we have evidence of possible insurrectionists or traitors that are trying to rally and bring Oleander back. And preferably somebody that has a better than -1 charisma to convince them to listen.
And where would the other person go?
Watching over the bodies in the room where we came out of the tunnel.
Oh, so you're gonna split the party. Someone's gonna stay there, someone's gonna...
We have to watch the bodies,
So
or
you're
else
not
somebody might come back and be like, "Oh, we have to clean up the evidence."
So you're not taking them with?
I don't, like you were saying, discretion.
Okay. Interesting.
I know it's a danger. I know exactly what I'm getting my ass into.
I'm gonna pause on that until Denatos gets back. Nick.
I've been here.
Oh my gosh.
He's been here all along, just like Agatha.
Whoa.
That was great.
Okay. In that case, how does that plan sound to you? What would you?
It's all good with me. If they need to have somebody stay, I could do that.
So just so I'm clear, one of you is going to stay with Jerry and not Jerry. The other two of you are going to go to the throne room.
Hmm.
Can we just hit our pins and say 2 for transport, put it on them, and then just warp them out of here?
Where are you transporting them to?
The cell of Clem, dungeons, and Cat's Castle, place that I would know. That's where I would say.
Yeah, you're in the palace now. You're gonna send them to the dungeons?
Well, I mean that's what Denisovs will just go. Let's just send them with the badges. Send them to the jails, place them in the cell, and then continue on.
I believe one teleportation takes 8 people. So if you all wanted to go, instead of just sending them alone, you could do that.
And
You
we've already
could-
been in this room, so we can just come right back. That's why I liked about Nick's, like when he created the badges and gave us the teleport thing. It's like we're fast traveling in a video game, going from one place to another to another to another. Just obviously to save time, but I'd always like that, like as a low level thing. Makes it feel like we're in a video.
I do remember it did cost gold to do it at certain points.
Yeah, no, yeah, sorry, Nick. Mara and Kat kind of thought that was kind of silly. Like, why are we charging them for that? But also it costs money to teleport people. So it's definitely not going to be 800 gold.
Oh, and specifically transporting to a prison cell doesn't sound like personal use. Sounds like you're on the job.
Mhm.
Unless you're really having some like spicy personal time.
Also, this is 6 years afterwards. It could just be like, hey, agency pays. It's a work thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're putting it on the company card.
I was just gonna say, yeah, this going on the company dime from now on, guys.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I kind of like I look at Dentatus and I'm like, you know what? I wish I had thought of that. It's a lot less risky than just keeping somebody on body watch.
Now, I do believe we have to leave the room, right? Is there no traveling in and out in this? I thought we remembered that there was some type of magic in this room blocking shit.
I believe the phrasing when you entered in that tunnel was there was the moth, and then there was like the, I think I said green veins,
Okay.
red
I just-
veins in the stone.
I just didn't know if there were like
We haven't talked about
no
any
magic.
sort of teleportation block in this space.
Oh, I would have at least taken us back through the tunnel and out to where Little Bacon Girl had led us to.
Into the garden.
Whatever it was where she led us to a room where there was this door that
room-
led us
The
into
room with
the
portraits.
yes.
Okay, so you're going all
Because
the way
then
through there.
because I don't know if we're actually in the palace while we're in these places, or if we're in a different like realm, dimension, whatever. So I'd be worried that we're trying to teleport between realms from this place that we're in that's secret to everybody.
I will say from what you've gathered, based on what you observed in the garden, you're under the palace.
Okay.
It's
All
ju-
right,
it's like
then
a network of tunnels under the palace.
less worried. Okay. Considerably less worried. As long as we're within the realm of the palace grounds or near it, then I'm not gonna be panic mode.
All
Still
right.
trying to suss out who the hell, you know, got the idea to bring Oleander back, but that's another thing for smarter people to figure out than Marius.
Yeah, who would have done that? Who would possibly do that? I wonder. Okay, so what do we want to do? Making our way back to the portrait room and teleporting to the prison?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Cool. Cool. So because there's 3 agency members, basically from your understanding, they are just gonna deduct the amount of gold it would cost per person from your paycheck. It's now.
We're gonna be in debt with this one.
No, you're not.
If it's 800, we get 500 a month. So,
It's not 800.
oh,
It's 150 a person.
Well, and I don't think it would be
It wouldn't be
a
150 a person. It would be 150
yeah,
for whoever decides to
to do the teleport, yeah. Because it's just one teleportation
Yep.
grabbing multiple targets. It's not,
No, I know. It's 150
yeah.
for the person who does the thing.
oh.
So however you all want to split that.
Man, I got 3,300. I
So-
could take the hit.
You transport to the dungeons. Who's holding? Did you take both Jerry and Not Jerry, or did you leave Not Jerry's body?
No, I took.
I
both of
have
them.
not Jerry's corpse.
Oh, okay.
I figured he would.
Good. Good.
Okay.
I just walk over to the guard and just go. Got one here. Conspiracy against the crown. An agency, perhaps.
Well, that's a pretty serious offense now, don't you say?
Oh, yes. Quite. I don't think we had the pleasure. I've left the company as of late. I have not been
Hey,
down
you're
here.
the arm guy.
Fucking flat face, just. Yep. As I'm holding him up with the metal arm. That's me. Yep.
Yeah, I just started here a couple years ago, don't you know? And you're like a legend. I'm
Ooh.
really bad with names, but those little small details in there, like a, what's that thing? Like a safe.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, this one we found underneath the castle. Now, I do believe this is an agency matter as well, so we're going to need to hold him here and make sure that he doesn't go anywhere until someone else is able to assist this.
Yeah, can I just see some credentials?
Shows the agency badge.
Same.
Cool. I mean, listen. You know how it is. I had to ask.
Yes.
You know, protocol and.
Yes. But the name is Denatos. Yeah, yes.
Dinner roast?
Dinner roll?
Dinner roll? Your name is Dinner Roll?
I see. I made a mistake.
Dinner Roll, it is mighty fine to meet you.
Marius just starts like double over laughing, and it's just like, oh, this is not going
It's
to get
funny
old.
because it's something that she heard wrong, and now it's me hearing it wrong. So now it's just very bad.
The arm guy, his name's Dinner Roll. You hear him shout down the hall to his buddy on duty.
I also like after all these
yeah.
years, people still remember me for my arm. I mean, it was pretty actually cool. It was the first of the kind. I mean, come on. Now remembering that there's way better stuff that I can have it outfitted with. This is like a bare metal. The only thing I could think of are the black robot soldiers and Star Wars, the really tall one. The battle droids, but they're like in like sleek black armor and got like swords and stuff. But yeah, I would assume it's like just long metal rods, a socket, and some hands that don't really look that great, but I'm super fucking strong in it.
Whatever your heart desires.
Yay.
Yeah. All right. So you leave them in the care of the guards?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And make sure if you can, please, because we'll be leaving to go back to where we came to see if we catch any more. If you could be a dear and send a message up to the whoever your superior officer or even possibly higher. I think that the agency and Princess Amara may be alerted. If you wouldn't mind saying Denatos has found something quite interesting.
I mean, yeah, I guess I can do that. Gotta catch them all. So go forth, comrade.
Yes. Okay, everybody. I guess it's my turn.
Maru's being deeply suspicious by nature and having unveiled a conspiracy. Can he just insight check the guards and
Yeah.
I will probably not get anything with a 10.
Oh, they're just babies.
Okay.
They're just cutie patooties.
Just a little baby.
You're just a baby.
I am suspicious of everyone.
Good.
Hmm.
All right, where to now, folks?
Back to the I should probably have mentioned I heard little bacon girl's laughter coming down the other hallway that the boys came out of. Probably should have mentioned that first, but we needed to take care of this. So everyone, hold hands. My turn.
You're gonna take them again?
Oh, did we already come back?
No, you're in the dungeons.
Right, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, because we were going to go back to go down that hallway that they came and where I heard little bacon
You
girl.
teleport in the dungeons.
No, I said we're going back to the portrait room.
Oh, you're going to the portrait room.
We
Okay.
teleported from the portrait room to here, so now we're going to teleport from here to the portrait room and go back down the way we came.
We found you.
Holy shit.
I know that voice.
Nick adopted so many pigs.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. You have to help name them. There's at least 12. And
Roger.
as you make it down the hall to the entrance of the portrait room, you see Nick and Kurt making their way. from the other side of the hall. Kurt is out of breath.
I look weird from
Maybe a little muddy from chasing pigs.
Mhm. You look filthy.
Thanks.
Okay. I was making a long ass gap there for a minute. Like,
Did you
okay.
do the thing?
The thing?
Good job.
We're doing it. We found
Sort
two.
of.
We found two people with
Wait.
Mothman. Oh.
I was gonna say, do me a favor. Everybody in the room right now, including myself, flip your badges over to show the underside.
I thought it was under their collar.
That's where, because it's right, your badge is there, and then underneath where the badge is was where the moth thing was, wasn't it?
I thought it was showing on their chest.
No, it's under, it's hidden.
Uh,
I mean, that's the only tell you guys know about as of right now.
I'm like, we should all kind of just cards on the table, just kind of like flourish and show that we don't have anything hidden like that. And Marius freely just starts like, showing under collars, furl on, under every furl and part of their clothing that they don't have the moth thing on them.
I look very confused, but I comply.
Marius gives you like the finger guns, like, you're a team player, I appreciate you for it. And also, I just realized my username is not the same on here, so I'm gonna fix that. Thank you, Zoom. You're wonderful for remembering.
What's going on?
Just clearing the air that we're all on the level.
Well, I'm at a higher level than you all because I'm a little more experienced. I have a lot more life experience.
Okay, not. I apologize. Not that type of level. That we're all being open and honest about our allegiances. How is he going to twist this one? How is he going to twist this one? You just went so high I couldn't hear a word. You gotta like bring it down a couple levels when you try that shit.
I got really excited. I'm sorry. My allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy.
Motherfucker. You went full Anakin on us. Or no, you went Obi-Wan. I'm sorry.
I am the only one.
Just
Hey. Well,
do you guys also do like the whole showing that you don't have a hidden badge thing or hidden
Yeah.
pin?
I mean, I don't have a collar I only have one area, and that's where my pin is. So, unless you want me to undress, because I'm just wearing a gi. So,
Well, it could be
I
hidden,
mean, I
like-
guess Denatos goes, I mean, okay. He starts undoing his belt and just goes, and just abs for days, baby. Just a jacked up elephant. And he's like, there you go.
Marius doesn't flinch at this because Druid, they nature, and it's just like, Keeping fit. I approve. Then again, Monk, I get it. Good on you. Okay, Kurt. The reason that we're doing this is because we found two small fish in the conspiracy pool.
Where's the what part of the castle is that in? Why were you fishing for conspiracy fish?
I'm sorry, I shouldn't use
What kind
analogies.
of fish is a conspiracy fish?
I guess I shouldn't be using analogies when I'm
I
trying to
don't
speak.
think that's what Amara asked you to do.
Kurt,
She didn't ask you to go fishing.
Kurt. My dear sweet supervisor, boss above me that I
Sweet.
absolutely appreciate for everything you do.
Do you?
I'm trying to use analogies and I'm missing the mark because I'm trying not to say too much because we might be listened upon by other forces that have ill will towards us.
Like who?
Like people that wear moth head pins underneath their badges.
Maybe they're just in a club.
Death head moths? Does that ring a bell?
Also stating that they were waiting for the return of Ollie, and they were getting everything ready for him.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's also a tunnel that a little girl ran down that we definitely need to go check out. So
Yeah, sure.
let's walk and
There's
talk.
tunnels that little girls run down. Have you told either of the princesses?
We were getting to that.
I
We
sent
had
a
just
note. I sent a note up to
You
Princess
can't talk
Amara.
about it in the hallway, because you're afraid people will hear. But you wrote it all down in a note.
I'm not worried about someone talking. Who's what was it, Marius? Are you worried?
I literally just said that there could be people listening. But okay.
I mean,
No one's gonna intercept a note. That note was probably eaten. By the theater.
either way,
we should probably go to see if they did get the note because they're going to want an explanation as to why two supposed agency members are in a jail cell, one of them dead by self-poisoning and one of them severely interrogated by us.
Ooh, I missed a lot of fun.
Yeah, sorry about that, but you know,
yes,
we
there's
had-
also an underage child just running about down here as well. An
She
underage,
seems-
undersupervised.
She seems more capable than most girls her age. I'm just going to put that out there. I could be wrong. But maybe if somebody produces some bacon, we can track.
You have a tail, right?
I technically yes. It's like that long. It's not very long. I think elephants' tails are probably like that long, like a foot long. A foot and a half, maybe.
Okay, never mind.
But so we go back and then we come back here. That's what we're doing now. Can't we just send them a straight message? Don't they also have pins?
Badges?
Yes.
Yeah, pins are a different category altogether right now. But I get what you were saying. I don't know if they're carrying members right? If they're badge carrying members of agency at all at this point. But I mean, we could try.
Who do you want to get a hold of? Who is it that you're trying to contact?
I mean, Princess Amara probably, or any one of the princesses, either
Either of the
one,
princesses?
either of the princesses.
Great.
I just know that we've had more contact recently with Amara than Cat.
Um, you all would know that Amara is not quote unquote in charge of agency affairs. Although she's part of the agency, she deals more so with the royal family side of things, whereas Kat tends to head agency matters between the two of them. There's one badge between the two of them.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense that Cat would have hers after having it for so long.
Sure.
Princess? I don't know if you can hear this. My name is Denitos. I work with the agency. And there's been some mischievous things happening around the undergrounds of the palace. If you could possibly meet with us, perhaps in the portrait gallery, yeah, that would be greatly appreciated. If you're not, just please let us know at your earliest convenience. Thank you.
I'll be right there.
Well, back to the portrait room.
Oh my gosh, sorry. I'm so sorry. My contact just like started bugging out. Okay, I think we're fine. Maybe not. It's okay. We'll survive. You all make your way to the portrait room. Kat is just reaching the entrance, the doorway, as you all do.
All right. Everybody present yourselves properly. A damn princess is coming. Starts brushing himself off after being in the... Right, standing at attention. It's been a very long time.
What can I do for y'all?
Oh.
You said there was an issue?
Yes. We found two individuals down and shows behind where we went through. It's like, down here, there's a bunch of different tunnels that lead to many different places, but one of them was to this room, to these two gentlemen who came by. They wore Mothman pins, and one ended up, when we caught them, they just seemed shady when we started, and then they started talking very, very more radical. And one of them ended up killing themselves using an ollie flower.
Yeah, I pull out the little balled up oleander flowers from my pocket. They use these to kill themselves.
And before they did get one surpassed, I believe it was the one that died that said it. He goes, we're getting things ready for the return of Ollie, and we're almost done. So I thought this would be the utmost urgency for you. They are secured in the jail within the palace. So, just so you know. And we can
The
lead you to the room if you need.
tuxedo cat tabaxi holds out her palm when you show the flowers, Marius.
I present them.
You put them in her hand.
Yeah, if she wants them in her hand, yeah.
She looks at them. She puts them in a pocket.
I insight check.
Okay.
Good fucking luck.
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
I trust no one.
Insight checking somebody who's like a level 20 character.
This is, by the way, for you, buddy, this character is a bard rogue. Expertise out the ass.
Is she a bard rogue anymore? Who's to say?
Yeah,
Amara sure isn't.
I got a 16.
Hold on. I'm trying to find my character sheet for.
Like,
this.
Maruz does not have any of the history you guys like
Yeah, I am
Thanatos
so
would.
sorry.
So he
That's
just
my fault. My bad.
no, like he's literally an outsider from
Yeah.
all
No.
of this. So
It's loading so slow. Inside joke. Yeah. What did you roll?
16.
Okay. Just for the fun of it, I'll roll, but I don't think. I don't think that's really gonna do much for you, my friend. Yeah, what are you trying to decipher from this insight check?
Just if they seem on the up and up themselves, like their very demeanor at the fact that we're relaying a conspiracy.
She's unsettled. She seems put off a bit, almost frightened. Her whole demeanor changes at the mention of Ollie's name.
Okay.
I'll take these, get them tested, see if we can figure out where exactly they've been coming from. I'll get some people on it, disguised.
I would just any agency members that are coming and going should have the individuals searched for the moth head pins just to verify that there's no other hidden members.
I was there
The
the first
sensors.
time. I'm pretty sure I know protocol in these situations.
You hear the
Okay.
tightest come from the trunk of Denatos when he hears that, like, oh shit.
I'm just
You
this
are
is
in charge here, right?
you know what? I get that, but respectfully, I'm just trying to help. That's all I was trying to do. I apologize if I was outstepping my bounds, but we found those two sneaking about while you're in charge, respectfully. We did. The rookie crew. Not you and your friends that are the legends. The fuck up druid that was lost for 300 years in the Feywild. And these guys who all have their own baggage. Respectfully. I know I'm a fuck up, but I'm a fuck up who's trying to help.
Most of those legends that you speak of are taking a much needed retirement. Now, as for you being a quote unquote fuck up, was not at all what I was getting at. Obviously, there are more pressing matters than you explaining to me how to do my job. Obviously, I cannot be everywhere at once. I cannot see everything at once. Not all of us can remember to keep our eyes open all of the time and see in the dark. There is
God damn it!
Thanatos
obviously
reaches
a
into
lot.
his bag for his popcorn.
There is obviously a lot going on at the moment. One, I have no idea what you're doing or sneaking around my palace in places that you could not possibly enter without someone of relation to me. I'm doing my job. Frankly, I have bigger matters that I am taking care of, that I am making sure you are being sent to check on and check in on things. When you lead, there are much more responsibilities on your plate, especially when you have a whole kingdom's worth of people about to be invited into your home. And there are always threats, always coming for those of us who stood in Oleander's path the first time. So if you think I am taking any of these matters lightly, when all of those that I care about will be here and present, if they are not already, you are mistaken. I know how to do my job. I understand when there is a serious threat. I don't need those things explained to me. Do you understand?
I just kind of stare at her for a long moment. I go, I understand. But to be browbeaten for trying to help is unnecessary.
Oh,
That's what I was trying to say. And that's all I'm going to say at this point. I'm just going to turn and say, we have a job to do, guys. And I walk towards the portrait.
And as I just stated, you cannot possibly enter.
Okay, then I'll wait. Then I will wait for the one who let us in the first time. Because she's cool as fuck. And I know somebody here has bacon in their pocket right now that'll probably convince her to let us go do our job, which is what you're wanting us to do in the first place, isn't that right?
And as I stated, I don't know what your job is at the moment. Frankly, your interruption as I was explaining things was quite rude. Again, I don't need my job explained to me. I will ask questions and I will get answers. Can all of you make a perception check for me?
Sure.
Hers was just about to speak up.
Perception.
11.
Oh, this is probably the best and worst time to roll in that 20 for a total of 26.
oh, same 27.
Holy shit.
Bruce?
Oh no.
Nat 20 for 23.
Oh! Yes, three-way high five. Wait, Nick, did you get one?
Got it.
Yeah, Nick, you're here with us,
Oh,
aren't
hey,
you? Oh,
it's okay.
Nick,
You get it next time.
Kat looks tired. She looks like she needs like a 2-day long nap. The rest of you, as she appears to be becoming more upset, what appeared to be just tiredness grows into something that looks like exhaustion. You notice that she seems to be breathing heavier Denatos, you would especially note that this is odd because you would have spent time around her in the palace. You've seen her in action. You know that this is strange, especially for someone who still goes out on missions and is still maintaining any air of a training routine that they had previously. She should not be struggling as much as she appears to be. And she seems, when you look at her, to be visibly shaking. Her hands are visibly shaking.
Denatos will, after this seeing basically what was just happened, I'm sure that she's standing there. Maru's kind of like turn around. I'm assuming like did like a little spin around. Everybody is kind of like looking at Marius that's going through, and I just kind of like step in her eye line and go, "My princess."
Well, when I clock that, I stop and turn and look. My demeanor changes when I start to read the exhaustion instead of just shaken demeanor that she had.
Right.
And I'm looking at both you and Maru's.
Well, I step in her eye line and I just go, "My princess."
I'm gonna have you guys hold on a second, just so again.
Ooh, okay.
I'm guessing you all take it. It's the shaking that you get when you're sick. It's just in her hands. You can tell that this is not an emotional response. There is something wrong with her. And if you all stare at her hands too long, she will clasp them behind her back.
And now
And in that
step.
moment, when she brings her hands behind her, you see a pink dress, and a little girl takes her hands. Go ahead, Denatos.
Sorry,
The little girl, is that little baby
sorry.
girl or is that somebody?
I stepped away to go to the bathroom, and I'm kind of. I need to go back. I thought there was going to be longer. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's having a little bacon girl moment.
Oh no. Yeah, it's little bacon girl.
Yeah, Marius's whole demeanor changed from being like defensive and angry to looking over her with concern, and then looking the little bacon girl and kind of trying to clock her read. Is she looking like is she like being like protective, or is she like trying to like comfort?
There is I'd say it's more of a comforting presence
Okay.
from LBG.
Yeah.
The two clearly know each other.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know how many people here would understand Elvish, but Marius clearly, like, with the concern on their face when they see this change in her look, he starts like curse under his breath in Elvish, like, "Oh fuck, this is not what I expected." And it's just kind of like looking the whole situation over, like, did I push her to that, or is this something else?
Thanatos, what were you going to do?
Oh, I was just gonna just do something to see if I can calm her down, but it's kind of like already past that, so
You can do it if you want.
it's okay. Appreciate it. Um,
Okay. With LBG making an appearance,
just gonna stay silent.
Kat takes a deep breath.
Ready
Have you
for
been
me.
letting people inside there again? You know you can't let the little children in there hoping they'll get lost. So you can rescue them.
This makes Marissa try and stifle a laugh. Just the idea of that.
Did she lead you in there?
Yes, there's apparently a new tunnel, and that's where we found the individuals that we mentioned.
I'll send Iris. She looks down at little bacon girl. Go find Iris. Show her what you found. You understand? And the little girl gets a mischievous glint in her eyes and goes to run off. And Kat calls after her as she exits the room. If you're good, there'll be extra sweets for you tonight. Take Ruggy and little Doughboy with you, you understand? And you hear a little squeal of delight from down the hall. Now, did you just happen to come across my sister? Or did you have a reason for sneaking around the palace in the middle of preparations for tomorrow?
We were hired specifically to investigate by what was her name? I'm blanking.
Amara.
Amara, that's what I thought. We were hired by Amara.
And what did my dear twin hire you for? What investigation need there be?
They've been seeing shadowy forms out of the corner of their eye, and it's brought concern.
I scared her with the story. Did she tell you not to tell me?
Legitimately, me, the player, I don't remember. So I don't know.
She has not, Amara has not told anyone about her concerns, not even Kat. She did say she wanted everything to be perfect for tomorrow. Well, it appears my sister and I have some things to discuss. You apprehended 2 of them?
What'd you say?
You apprehended 2 of them?
Yes.
You did?
And as reported, one of them used the oleander flowers, and they're no longer on this plane. If there's a cleric capable, they might be able to speak with dead or bring them back for further questioning. They don't seem like they're high up on the chain of influence. They scared easy.
Fantastic. That was sarcasm. I'll send Iris. She'll go. You guys would know that Iris is Atnamara's younger sister, the Princess of Clem. After the events of the war with Oleander, Iris in essence joined the Shadows. Not as a shadow, but began to train with them and work closely with them. The Shadows were basically, well, they are basically a bodyguard of sorts for every member of the royal family. Everyone has one. It's kind of like an assigned at birth situation. And they can hide in their royal person's shadow, in essence. And they work as a protector. Iris's shadow was moited, along with Amara's, during the whole situation with Oleander. So Iris has taken time to learn from them, and has developed the quote unquote skills of a shadow. So it is quite late. I know you all have a late night ahead of you tomorrow, as do I. Myself and or Amara will check in with you all tomorrow. Get some rest. Understood?
Marius gives like a subtle nod. They definitely clearly have backpedaled from the defensive, mouthy previous measure because of seeing how she's clearly not in the best of health. Not that he said anything, but he definitely saw it.
I shall see you all tomorrow then. And she turns and leaves the room. Is there anything any of you would like to do before heading back to your homes for the evening?
Thinking. How long do these last? You know what? Because it'll last until it would last until the next 24 hours. I'm just going to burn basically all my first level spell slots, since we're going to be going into a rest from the sound of it, to do forecastings of good berry and just make a shit ton of good berries, because it's 10 berries per casting, and I have 4 first level spell slots,
Okay.
and they last 24 hours. So they'll be ready. They'll be good to go for 24 hours. And I hand 10 to each of you. So we each have 10 good berries apiece.
Anyone else have anything? All right. With that, you all go to your homes. Get cozy in bed. And that is where we are going to go to break. So we will see you all in like 15 minutes. Okay, cool. Cute. See you all soon.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. y'all. We were just discussing how excited I am that we are in this moment and for how long I've had it planned, and I don't know. Am I the villain? Maybe I'm the villain. Am I the bad guy? I like being the bad guy, baby. I'm really trying to encapsulate, I don't know if that's the right word, Abria. And shout out to her. I don't think she'll ever see this, but like, Queen, I love you. Anyway, welcome back, everyone. Part 2. The crew just, went to sleepies after the interesting day they had. The next morning, Kurt gets you all up bright and early, taking you out to the fancy fashion fits for your masquerade outfits. Annette Needle Threader has already begun working on outfits per Kurt's request. And since Annette has met you all and seen the type of fashion that you all wear, she's already kind of got ideas. So y'all have cute fits. If you have ideas for fits, what yours would look like, or you think of it later on, feel free to share. Please stop me. I want to hear all about the fits. But you all do have a mask for the masquerade. You also all, whether it's on a cuff or some part of a sleeve, you have Kurt and the Kurtz embroidered somewhere on your outfit, again, per Kurt's request. Something about your outfits had to match, and this is what it is. So Kurt and the Kurtz is embroidered on your fits. You're welcome. As you all make your way to the palace, there seems to be a lot more hubbubaloo. There's more people around. There are people waiting with their invitations for the time the gates open up. Because you all are incredible. When you show the guards your invites, even though it's early, you're still let in because Kat already said she wanted to speak with you all. Denatos, you will have noted that there's like more guards than normal. Even though like normally there would be more guards than normal at an event like this, but it's more guards than there normally would be when there would normally be more than there normally would be here. I did try to make that as confusing as possible.
No, I understand.
Good. Sorry, I was being distracted. You are all back in the portrait room. And Ivy is not there. Amara and Kat are both there. Amara looks like, you know how sometimes if you catch your dog doing something bad and they like make that face at you and they're like, no, that wasn't me, but yeah, it was definitely me, but also no, it wasn't me. Amara's kind of got that look going on with her, and Kat just looks not upset, just like, and not annoyed, but there's that air of like, this is something I didn't want to have to be dealing with right now. You can definitely tell the feelings are geared toward one another, not towards the situation at hand. It's also like afternoon. There's tea and snackies waiting for you as well.
Take some snacks and take the tea. Tiny cup, very large hands.
No, there's a larger cup to accommodate your large hands.
Oh, okay.
They're thought like that. But
There's some part of me that was hoping Thanatos would specifically still go for the tiny cup.
Just
there are also snacks for a little mousy friend and a little snaky friend, and a monkey friend if monkey came with.
Yes, monkey is here.
Right.
I just stare at the little snacks and then look up at my little mimic buddy.
Can you roll
Who-
an animal handling check, please?
For him?
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Animal handling. Mhm. That's a 13.
Where do you keep little chompers hidden?
Usually in like my whatever little satchel bag that I carry my stuff with. But at the moment, I would have him kind of
I love you too.
since he's a mimic, I can
So,
have him
my
disguise
bedframes
himself
are
as
new
different things. I've been
ones.
trying to
Have
teach
an
him.
option if I hold it.
And he would just look
It
like
gives me
a
the
shoulder pauldron
like
on
the
my side
surrounding
at the time.
sound. So
Yeah,
I currently have that on listening to you.
he's
while
now
also
just
listening to
chomping on
Cregan
your
right now, so I
shoulder.
don't have to take my headphones out ever again.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm
You have
on,
two
buddy.
choices here.
I tried
What's
it
that?
on. I'm like,
You have two choices.
these would be
can leave
perfect
him
for
be.
like when we
Let
go
him do
ghost
his
hunting.
thing.
I can listen to
Arr.
shit way clearer.
Or you can attempt to move him.
I hold out a good berry that I had made to him.
Hopefully one
Roll another
day
animal handling check.
Do I get any perks from this?
I would like to do that.
I'll let you roll with advantage because you're
Oh,
operating.
I was trying to roll with a d12, by the way. I was going to handicap
Which is
myself.
iconic, by the way. We love Daggerheart. At least I do. I don't know if anyone else
I
does.
haven't yet played, but I've listened to the podcast that they've done so far.
I am absolutely enjoying it, and it's
That's a 21 that time. Thank you.
okay. Great. So he's just like chomping away at your little good berry. He's like, yummy, yum, 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 yum,
That gives him a full belly.
yum. Great. Fantastic. So,
Sorry, choppers. I thought I gave you a full meal earlier, but
all right. Huh. Any questions?
Are there any pets around? Because I am more interested in pets than being at this stupid thing.
Well, I am deeply offended for reasons I cannot announce now, or I would ruin the surprise that my
Oh.
sister here has worked so hard to keep and create an atmosphere for. So you'll learn why I'm offended later, but like, wow,
Yep, you know,
rude.
it's
I
not the
apologize
forest.
that Little Doughboy and Ruggy are not present.
They would have been so entertained.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any
Out of character, I'm like this very awkward person that when you invite to a party, they look for the animals, but I'm more vocal about it.
I love that. That like kind of clocks this and just holds out a ribbon that's embroidered with lions.
Aw.
A gift, I hear. I mean, there's no real pets, but you can have this.
I tie it around Wraith.
Cute. Any questions pertaining to today or yesterday?
No.
Are we just on the same keep watch detail as yesterday? Or do we have
I mean,
any additional things that we should be doing today?
Amara cuts in now. I mean, she glances at Kat, would love for you to enjoy yourselves. I would not be mad if you also kept an eye out, but you were invited to celebrate. Thus, you should celebrate. We do have people hired and newly acquired to keep extra eyes out and are aware of the threat that was found. But I'm never opposed to an extra set of eyes.
I send Wraith to like have fun, but make little circles and stuff to look for things.
Festivities will be beginning soon. My goodness, I can't talk. You already know where everything's meant to take place, so enjoy yourselves. Don't miss the special announcement. And I'm sure as things develop and we sort through all the documents we found, and you can see there's they're each holding stacks, whether they're under arms, like held under their arms, or they've got kind of bags, or there's even some boxes full of documents and things. We will keep you all updated and in the know, as you were the ones to discover it. Sound good?
I have no objections to this. It sounds like we're ready to go celebrate with the group, with the party
Pony.
goers.
I can't get it.
Fabulous.
You're the pony girl.
You are all sent on your way. And as you leave this, you see the two girls take each other's hand. Perception checks, please.
Twenty-one.
14. Oh shit.
I think you said 19.
I said 21.
Fantastic. Rose and Denatos,
Sorry, what was the roll?
perception.
Bonding. 24. I have a
Alright.
+7, so.
Muted. 14.
Anyone who rolled above a 20, you would see a blue flash of light as you leave the room.
Would it look familiar in any way, or I pointed out, or I point out what I saw? Anyone know what could give off a blue flash of light?
Would that have been like what the teleports look like when we see them usually?
No.
I think it would be magic. That's the best of my ability to figure that out. If you haven't
Of what
already known,
variety?
I'm more martial adept. Martial.
That's fair. It might be something between the two of them that's rather a personal effect. And after my overreach yesterday, I'm not going to go stumbling back into that room and try and press for more. So unless somebody else wants to go ask them like a flurry of what the fucks, then I'm good.
Fuck, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Flurry of what the facts. Instead
It
of
would
flurry
be
of blows.
mine would be the flurry of fuck yous. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you, I'm out.
Iconic. All right, cool. Well, as y'all are making your way,
Downtown.
yeah, through the night is yours. The party is going. There's people with masks, as it is a masquerade. Uh, some people are wearing very elaborate masks. That you cannot really distinguish who they might be. Some are wearing masks that you can very much tell what their identity is if you would know them personally. From your invites, ballroom, big place to be, the banquet hall, another big place to be. And come the end of the night, the throne room, where a special announcement will be made. So it's up to you where you would like to go, what you would like to do, things you would like to see.
Is there anyone with a mask that looks kind of like an animal?
I mean, yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna go up to as many of them as possible and be like, I love your mask. Where
You're
did you get
literally
that?
going to approach me at some point because I haven't gotten to what my mask looks like tonight, but you'll probably know it's Marius when you see the design.
You can go ahead and describe your mask if you'd like.
Well, first off, since we were all getting like fitted for like masquerade outfits, um Marius has always kind of like treaded that line of like somewhat androgynous looking and kind of leans into it hard tonight for the masquerade. And I'm going to put in the Discord something I found on Pinterest, and I'm going to describe it to you guys as well.
So that's a note for all of you not in the Discord. Get your butts in there so you can see this cool picture. Okay, cool.
I'll put it in the art and selfies instead of the general for us, and just um tag you guys. So this is somewhat what the look looks like. But where the greens are, there's leaf patterns all throughout it. It's a for the non-Discord viewers, it is a very there's God, this is hard to describe. It's like a open cut top that's black, but instead of just black, it's like a starry night sky where it goes down like on the sides. It's a starry night sky on the patterns there, goes down into like a kind of front open floor length skirt that is also all starry night sky. And then hanging over the shoulders is kind of like a half cloak that is all green with gold trim, and it's all just looks like leaves embroidered into the whole thing all around the back. And then there are like golden green front and side pieces that hang down around the skirt. They're also laced with more gold trim and then more leaf patterns. And on the shoulders, there are like these gold pauldron looking designs that have, instead of what it shows there, which is feathers, it's more like I would say like strings of like ivy dangling down around the sides and looping up into the other ones. And then for the mask, It is a full like masquerade mask of like a wolf's face with like a snout. The entire thing is made out of leaves, but in the mask, it's got like little like bejeweled with like emeralds to give it a sparkle. And that's Marius's fit. Oh, and when you see the open chest and legs on Marius, you can see there are tattoos all up and down the chest and on the legs of constellations. Because Astral Druid, or yeah, Astral Elf and Circle of Stars Druid, they went full deep plunge into the stars. Anyway, that's me.
Um, yeah, so there's also a lot of people with animal masks too. Bringing it back full circle in a really not good way. But yeah,
I talked to all of them.
there's gonna be a lot of people.
I'm
Lot.
very awkward and I talk to every single one of them.
Iconic. I adore that and I love that and I fully approve. And yeah, you stop and say hello to anyone and everyone with an animal mask on. You got it, boss. Is there any specific room?
I'm
That
just
you
floating around everywhere, going from mask to mask. I don't really know where I end up, but I think I see food, so I start eating.
Okay. Love it.
Cool.
Nick, you're in the banquet hall then. So there are buffet tables full of like entrees, cute little appetizers, desserts, champagne flutes because it's a fancy event. There's like gauzy pastel ribbons hung from like wall to wall in cute like decorative ways. There's tablecloths on the buffet tables as well as high top tables and chairs set up around the area that match the kind of gauzy pastel ribbon. People are just mingling about, eating, conversing. Yeah.
Oop.
Anyone else have anything specific they want to be doing?
Murs
Oh,
Murs
you
is
can go.
probably just okay. Murs is probably just hanging out in the background, like trying to avoid socializing as well. He's always worn like the pleather pants and sort of had a more punk goth aesthetic. This time he's kind of got a leather jacket with spikes on it. Um, he did have curtain to curtains embroidered, but it's kind of like on the inside so that he can just not show it because it just does not fit. He's got a leather bracelets all along the arms, kind of obscuring most of the tattoos, like the serpent that wound up all around his body. Um, his pants, which had too many belts, have now added in too many chains just for the aesthetic appeal.
You also have like a steampunk hat on because I'm like totally seeing that with this fit.
No steampunk hat, but more like a plague doctor mask.
Oh, I love that. Okay, yes. Sick. Are you also in the banquet hall?
Uh, there was the banquet hall, the throne room, and
The
where
ball
else? Yeah, I'd probably be in the banquet hall because I'm also feeding Monkey, and Monkey is just in the sort of a tuxedo.
Love that. Since you're kind of keeping to the wall, at some point, you don't know when, you feel a presence on the other side of you than the side that Monkey is on, and you just see a little hand.
Bacon girl. I reach into my pocket and pull out pocket bacon, and I give her all of it. Fuck it.
Great. She loves that. However, she does see you feeding Monkey, so it kind of becomes a situation where she watches you feed Monkey something, she holds up a hand. She watches you feed Monkey something, she holds up a hand.
Mm. I let Monkey feed her.
This got better than I could have ever dreamed. You just hear little like excitable child giggles as Monkey is given her food. Monkey has become her probably new best friend. I would be careful.
Oh, no.
Keep an eye
He's
on
a-
Monkey tonight. I'm
He's
not
always with me.
right. Um, Nick, did you want to describe your fit? Because you totally can if you want.
Oh, sure. Let me
You don't
go.
have to if you don't want to. It came
Yeah,
up.
I posted it in the Discord. It's you gotta go there to see it.
Yes,
Otherwise,
join the
you're at a
Discord.
loss.
Um,
Oh, I like that mask.
so pretty. Okay, so Marius, what are you doing?
Marius or Maruz?
Marius.
Okay.
Marus is
Yeah. I've probably been circling the main, like whatever the main where the main party goers have been at the start, but after a while, much like much like Nick, is just like there's the rumbly and the tumbly, and Marius falls into the mindset of, oh, I should have pre-gamed eating because I don't know how good royal food is going to sit in my druid stomach, but maybe this is going to be okay. And I start to work my way to the banquet hall.
iconic. Great. Denatos?
Um, so I don't have a picture of what I'm wearing, but this is the image of my mask that I currently have. Um, that is one full mask that I put
Wow.
onto my face. My ears, my regular ears, droop down on the back half, and the ears stand prominent on their own. I have what would be kind of like the only way I can think of it is like a stereotypical white dude in the Amazon beige outfit on, but it's covered in gold links, chains, and other accoutrement. The material itself is beige, but when you hit it right, it's all like glittered, sparkled out. More like twilight spring like sparkle on the material itself. But it's very, very dull. You'd have to get in like close up, and when the light's there, you'd be able to see it.
We love a My Little Pony reference. Slay.
But that is
Fantastic.
me. I guess I would just be kind of walking around and force a habitly surveying the area because I would work these things as security. So I would just be like, I don't know what to do in these situations. So I'm just looking around, keeping my eyes open. I don't know.
Are you like, do you picture yourself in a certain room right now?
Uh, I generally, you know what? There's 3 rooms, right?
Yeah.
So we'll do throne room 1, ballroom 2, and what's the third one? Throne room,
Banquet hall.
banquet hall, ballroom, and 4 will be reroll.
But no one's really in the throne room right now because like it's more kind of closed off until like the big.
4 was a reroll.
Woo!
I believe I said it was throne room, ballroom, banquet hall. Banquet hall is where I'm going.
Okay, so everyone's in the banquet hall.
Hey, that was just by luck.
You've probably all spotted each other. I don't think anyone's trying to hide. Cute. So y'all see Nick just walking up to people and having a very, most times, short conversation. Marius is just kind of going by each table.
That's right.
Marius, I feel like
My
'cause
goal
you're
is-
giving
my
like
goal
such
is to-
shaggy
is
vibes
to-
all the
is to-
time that
my
like
goal is to-
you
is to-
start
is
at
to-
one table and you go through and you kind of make your way to every table and then you go back to the table you first start at and you just kind of like making the rounds.
Oh yeah, no, there's
Yeah.
definitely like the comedic like stack
Oh,
sandwich
jeez.
vibe is growing on the plate that Mary has collected. And that's how you guys are going to see me if you didn't recognize Marius through seeing like the tattooed and the heavy druid masquerade fit. If you didn't recognize them through that, you're gonna see the sandwich stack just slowly periscoping up through the crowd of party goers.
Great. Maru's y'all see is just kind of like beginning to panic as he's realizing he's running out of food that he has in that corner. And he doesn't know what he's gonna do once he runs out of food to give Monkey, who gives the food to Little Bacon Girl. Little Bacon Girl and Monkey are currently sharing cake. Monkey does have frosting all over his face. LBG did at one point boop him on the nose with frosting. As a 6-year-old, she also has frosting all over her face. Iconic. Denatos, y'all see, it looks like he's like half trying to be a guest, half trying to be a guard. And it's very obvious he's like kind of caught. He's like Hannah Montana. He's caught between the best of both worlds. He doesn't know which world to be in. He's like half got the wig on, half off. Iconic. So night goes on. Are y'all the type of group who are just gonna kind of like stay where they're at until something happens?
I would like. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you can go ahead.
I would like clock the group, probably like converge with them for a little bit and be like, okay, this is where I'll be, but I'm gonna like this is like my route. I'm gonna go this way. I'll meet up with you guys wherever we decide that is the best place to go, and then just veer back off into the path that Marius chose, because we're here to enjoy ourselves, but we're also here to make sure shit don't go wrong. So Marius is taking this as serious as they can, because Royal Party isn't really their style, but they're trying to at least enjoy themselves while working.
Iconic.
And I found a mask. It took a little while, but that'll do for the mask. That'll do really, really.
Oh yes, that's sick. And yeah,
Oh my God. Took me about 20 minutes to find that.
that's so good. Join the Discord to see it, or else you can't, which is really sad. Cool. Well, at some point, Kurt is gonna come running through. Guys, let's go! Kurt's had a number of glasses of champagne. And in
Oh,
turn,
and I do have Kurt in the Kurtz somewhere. Like,
oh yeah, no,
it's
Kurt made sure you all did.
like, I know Maru's kind of had it more hidden, but I left it more out in the open because, like, I'm just like, I get it. He's proud of it. I'm proud of it too. We did a good job.
Yes, he has his crown on. He never takes it off. So at some point he runs through and grabs each of you in turn by the hand and takes you to the ballroom because he thinks y'all need a dance. In the ballroom, you've got a live orchestra again. Think like Bridgerton music, but also Phantom of the Opera because that's the vibe. The ballroom also has like a really fun, like cute little like gothic feel. There's like lacy black drapes, floating candles. It's a really cute moment. Hints of like red all throughout as well. You all do know as y'all are hitting up the dance floor that the tiefling and the triton, who y'all saw yesterday, are dancing together on the dance floor. They both wear large smiles on their faces. They really only seem to see each other. And they just have a really electric and satisfying energy. And y'all just kind of give in to the fun of the evening. There doesn't appear to be any trouble. No people sneaking off in the shadows, no hints of any sort of moth symbols around. As I'm guessing you all will be keeping your eyes out. A few hours from dawn, the music stops and everyone is ushered into the throne room. You're not in the like back. Your group is all together. You're not in the back. You're also not in the front. You're kind of like in the middle, which is, I think, is a really iconic place to be. I mean, I guess it depends on where you're at, but there it's great. If you're at a comedy show, I don't know if you want to be roasted, maybe you do want to be in the front. Anyway, Amara is standing on the dais. Is that how you say that word? Do I know what I wrote? That's a word, right?
The dais? DAIS?
Okay, hold on. I need to do some Googling because I don't want to embarrass myself.
Yeah, it's like dais or something like that. Yeah.
No, I guess I was just typing in Spanish. It's fine.
Deus.
Yeah, dais. I don't know if y'all heard all that. It's dais. What did I say? We're not even going to be concerned about what I said. I didn't say it. It's fine. Alrighty. Tonight has been a wonderful success, though we do not need a reason to celebrate. And on many occasions we have not. Tonight we do. She has a huge grin on her face. Although I have many fantastical siblings, there is one I am closest to, and that is Kat. I would not be myself without her. She lets out a small giggle and seems to stumble in place. And you all see the blue Triton standing basically in the front. Raise his glass in the air and kind of give a cheer. He stumbles in a similar way as Amara, and you all see an owl bear rush from the direction of the kitchens. Not like a rushing, but more like a brisk walk, like I have somewhere to be. He walks over to, just heard a weird sound and I live alone, so that's not iconic at all. Anyway, going over to Amara.
You're using iconic, right? On
What? What?
I was like, I don't think that's the right use for iconic.
It could
Are
be.
you in danger?
I sure hope not. Guys,
No.
I sleep with a dagger under my pillow
Good.
because I live alone. But think of that song too. I keep a little dirt under my pillow for the dirt.
I got a little something for an intruder in my house. They're gonna die.
I keep a dagger under my pillow when I'm sleeping because I live alone. Anyway, welcome to the Tangent Station. You can check out all those in previous episodes of this and You're Acting Rising. Anyway, this owl bear makes his way onto the stage, because I'm not going to try to say that other word again, over to Amara and offers his arm to her. Kill more! Oh, that was not what I intended. She giggles again. Through the tests and battles we have all gone through these past lots of years, I found love. And she looks at Kilmore again. Her eyes are shining. Her cheeks are a little flushed. And I am so happy to announce my dear cat has too. It is my honor to announce the royal engagement of Cat and Cheeto. And from behind the
fuck?
throne. Yeah, from behind the thrones. Cat and Cheeto emerge and make their way to the front.
And now we announce the engagement
As
of
Kilmore
Cat
and Amara, it almost seems like
Cheeto.
Kilmore is almost kind of like half carrying her away. Just kind of fade into the crowd. The blue Triton rushes over to Cat, giving her a big hug, holding another glass in his hand, and offers it to her. Hugs her again before running over to the tiefling, who has a smile on her face but is giving him a look like, my God, that was not the time for that. And Cat goes, thanks, Jason Derulo. And you all kind of hear a chorus of meows after she said Jason Derulo, as if this is something that is said and has been said quite frequently, to the point it's become some sort of joke. She giggles, eerily similar sounding to Amara's giggles that you just heard. We have all been through much, and I believe it is now time for joy. Please continue to celebrate until there's no longer food to be served and your feet are no longer able to dance. She's glowing. She looks very happy. You don't see any glimmer of the exhaustion of the quote unquote illness that you had seen the night before. Cheeto takes her hand. The two of them head towards the ballroom. As they leave, there's, the room was quiet and it gets loud. People are chattering. They're like, oh my goodness, like, we totally knew this was gonna happen, like, blah, 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 whatever. Yeah, that was the big T, the big thing, the big announcement. I don't know if y'all have anything you want to say or do. You can totally feel free to do those things. I can be done talking for a while if you'd like.
While this announcement's being made, I'm gonna be like looking around the crowd to see if I see anybody who doesn't seem as like in it to celebrate as the rest of the gathering. Like if somebody's kind of just monitoring the thing, or if they are not happy to be there kind of vibe.
You want to see if people aren't happy to be at my party? I say, as Ariana, the DM, you're saying people wouldn't want to go to the party that I made up.
Well, for people who have bad intentions, yeah.
No, everyone is super excited to be there. This is the party of the century.
If that's how you wanna
No, but like, in all seriousness, like, everyone looks happy and excited. Not just like having fun not just having a fun time at the party, but they genuinely seem happy by the news and what's currently occurring.
Okay.
Cool. So y'all keep doing your thing. People are celebrating. At some point, Denatos, and you're half in the guard zone, half in the party zone. You do hear that Kat has retired. She's not feeling well. Cheeto is said to have accompanied her. And there have been guards stationed for each member of the royal family and guests. And those guards have gone with them. So that's some cute tea. And eventually y'all run into Thorn. Do y'all remember who Thorn is? I know it's been a hot express of a minute. Hot mess. Thorn is she has the house that's the one without the chicken feet.
The not Baba Yaga house.
Yeah. The one with the
Nah.
dragon feet. The one at the shop.
Yeah, the one with the emblem of a three. Well, no, five.
The house that reminds
yeah.
me of a Monty Python skit.
The
Yes,
one that I
yes,
was
I do.
very interested in.
Yeah.
Because dragons.
Kind of surprised to see her here.
Are you? You shouldn't be.
Well, she wasn't a resident of the nation of Clem, so at least as far as I knew.
Not all the guests here tonight are residents of Clem.
Okay, fair enough. But still, small circles, you know?
You only know it's her because she moves her mask away from her face for the fastest of moments. Enough time for you all to register. She catches you where you're all together. Or close enough to each other where she could reveal herself and you'd all see. And be in close enough range to get together very quickly. Hi. You can say hello.
Kind of surprised, but I guess we shouldn't be, because
I think I
weird
missed
things.
the party of the century? This is not her voice at all. I apologize. Oh my gosh.
I mean, I suppose not, but it just, we've been having a lot of unusual activity happening as of late.
The pieces are falling together, aren't they?
Oh boy.
Okay.
Did you just ask me why in another language?
I said, oh boy.
I said porque.
Mm-hmm. Well, Phoebe says I'm not allowed to spoil it. Also, I told her she's not allowed to spoil it. If you'll recall our first encounter. So I'll explain everything on a night that isn't one for celebration. How does that sound? Fair?
Not like we have a whole lot of choice in the
I
matter,
mean, you
because
could explain to me why it's not.
somebody else want to take the helm on this? Because I seem like I'm the only one that's trying to mitigate things here, and
I think Maruz is going to, in between being distracted trying to take icing off a monkey, be like, it's just very strange to see someone of your aura here.
You read auras?
Not for many moons, no.
What does mine say? What do you mean by that?
I regret everything.
What's my aura? Marius, tell me.
Deeply concerning.
Oh. You shouldn't be concerned with me. I'm here to help. I'm quite helpful. You see LBG run over to to Thorn, throw her arms in the air. And Thorn picks her up and spins her around and hugs her, sets her back down. LBG gives her a sly grin and runs away.
we've never seen them meet before, have we? The two of them.
Have you? I'm not
I'm quite
sure
sure.
you're aware if you have.
Well, that talks of memory shenanigans if we did and don't remember.
Or you just didn't realize it was them.
I hate that. I hate all of that.
I'll have you make a roll for me. I just don't know what it's gonna be. Oh, that was really nice. Let's see. Memory. Let's do a history check for whoever would like to make one.
I'm not
Fine,
horrible at
0.
history, so
Okay. 19.
I got a 15.
Nick?
4.
Okay. Maruz and Marius. Both of you seeing the two of them together have a flashback to the talent show when you'd seen a group in green cloaks and there had been 3 taller figures and 1 very small figure with them. Could it have been LBG and Thorn? With 2 others? Perhaps? I will say with that, remind me what you rolled? Did
Who?
either
I
of
had
you?
I had a 15.
I had a 19.
Okay, never mind.
19.
Never mind. I was gonna say if any of you were above a 20 or 20 or above.
You two have a history from the looks of it.
Well, of course we do.
How is it? Of course we do. If we didn't, like, I mean,
Do you not know who she is?
We know who
presuming
he is, and we know who you are. We just don't know how you two are connected.
that's the answer.
Are you sure you know who she is? Do you know who her grandmother is?
Hmm. Hmm. Do I know that?
Marius is like doing like the drawing lines, trying to
I
connect the
don't know if
dots.
Nemesis would know.
And it's like, well,
Fair enough.
Triton and Tiefling, I think, are the
Just the
then
Nemesis of the gods.
wait, what?
Well,
Wait, the Tiefling and Triton parents are connected to her.
yes. It seems to have much to discuss.
Oh boy,
Yeah,
oh boy.
she's the granddaughter of Tiamat, our Lord and Savior, the Queen.
Wasn't I gonna meet her?
Do you want to?
I would love
You
to.
want to? Oh my gosh, and you love pets. Do you want a dragon?
I would love a dragon.
We'll talk. We'll talk.
I'm very concerned about meeting her in the fact that I still have a very concerning card that I drew that would put me in proximity to beings that would want to cause me harm because of said card.
Oh,
So I love that idea. I love that idea, Nick.
you want
But
another card? Maybe the new card will get rid of the old card. Like they'll work each other out. You want another? The cards.
gonna make a pass on that one. As tempting as that sounds for the funds of it.
Are you sure? Come on, it's a party.
It is a party, and I drew a
I mean,
card that basically says the devil's going to try and kill me someday.
Does anyone want a card?
No.
I can see the look on Nick's face. Like there is like a debate going on, an eternal struggle, if you will.
I'm struggling here.
And I get it because I'm internally like the player would love to see what kind of fuckery would occur, but I know Marius is already on a shit list with a devil somewhere.
I mean, nothing bad has happened to Nick yet as far as cards go. So
You had a pack of wolves that tried to hunt you and we had to kill them.
that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it's not like any of you almost died or anything.
Nah. I'll take a card.
Oh no.
Okay.
I
as
take like
have-
a good 10 steps back as you draw the card.
as I have every time. I do have all the cards we've previously pulled. Do you want from the deck of many things or the deck of many fates?
Ooh. I'll go things.
Fantastic. And just like we have done before, I will shuffle and you will have the choice of choosing a number, whether you would like to roll a d20 or you would like to pick a number. I don't know how many cards are in this deck, and frankly, I'm not going to count them. So if you were to pick a number and I count and there's not that number, then we'll have you pick a new one. But if you would like to see what the cards or what the dice gods have in store.
7.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Am I dead?
You're not dead.
Yet.
I pulled the ruin card.
Oof.
Oh no. I think
Which I
that means
think actually, ironically, I almost said iconically. Ironically, I think it does cancel out the card you drew last time. So I was right. So the ruin
You're
card,
welcome.
besides magic items, all forms of wealth that you carry or own are vanished. This includes all businesses, lands, and holdings.
I don't think I have any.
I don't think, because we haven't.
Wasn't there a card that gave us like a castle or something?
You did draw the. Well, where did it go?
I think it was posted in the
Oh, here
Discord.
it is. It's the throne card. Gain proficiency in persuasion and double your proficiency bonus with it. You gain ownership of a small keep. If you can clear it of monsters, it is yours. But technically, you've already gained ownership of it, so you no longer have ownership.
Well, we haven't seen it anyway, so.
we never
I
had
had
time to go
plans for
looking
that
for
keep.
it.
All right. Anyone else?
It wasn't so bad, guys. Come on.
All right, I'm gonna say
One attempt.
odds, no, evens, yes. Well, fuck you, dice. I still want a card. Give me one. I rolled a 1.
Why are we
Odds,
so
no.
chaotic?
Why? Why? Because the boundless amount of characters that I have in my D&D Beyond cache is endless, and I am just
Wait.
ready to pull one out and throw him
So
in.
you do want one?
Yes.
Okay. Things or fate?
Huh? Things or fate?
Yeah, I have a deck of many things and I have a deck of many fates.
Oh.
do you want?
I don't deal with fates.
Fates?
I do not deal with fates. I do not. Please, item, smashing item button.
Okay. Give me like 30 seconds. I'm sorry. I have too many decks of cards in front of me. Fabulous. Okay, we'll do those next. Things it is. Same thing. I will continue to shuffle. If you would like to give me a number or roll for a number, you may do so. If you give me a number and there aren't that many numbers in my deck, I'll have you pick a new number. I will keep shuffling until you give me a number.
I guess I'll just roll a d20. Just go. 18?
18.
Do you have that many cards?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
I die! Sorry, I unalive. I want to be more.
I'm gonna say this wrong. Uriel. She looks like Medusa. She's really cute. You are cursed.
Fuck.
Permanently take a -2 penalty on saving throws.
Fuck.
Oh, brother.
Fuck. Fuck.
Time to find the cleric.
Thorn giggles.
No, it's. I don't think
That's
I'm.
2 bad cards in a row. We're on a streak. Let's break that streak. Somebody, let's go. Not me.
Anyone else? No. That's it.
Mm,
Monkey?
Definitely not.
I'm just kidding.
mm.
Last chance? No. Okay.
No, I'm gonna roll percentile.
Okay.
If I roll over a it's a 50-50. So higher than 50%, it's a card. Ha! 6.
Fabulous. At this point, she has taken out a new deck and she's shuffling it around as she's talking to you all. And a card falls. She picks it up. Chaos. Interesting. I'm a fan of chaos, are you? No? Yes?
Depends on what kind of chaos, but yes.
I mean, chaos is upside down. Flip it over, it's joy, so I'm sure only good things, right? She laughs. And mid-laugh, a look of confusion, fear, and sadness crosses her face. An almost silent no escapes her as she takes a sharp inhale and looks to you all. We need to go now. You all feel the pull of teleportation. You felt this feeling before, however, it is different from the feeling of an agency teleport.
Oh, fuck. Marius just starts saying that as he feels this unfamiliar porthole.
You land is dark. Your eyes need time to adjust, and as you are adjusting, you smell the metallic tang of blood. You feel sand beneath your feet. And in the following seconds, as your eyes adjust, you feel a chill as you take in the scene about 60 feet away from you. You recognize where you're at. You see a cloaked figure stands before Sierra the Sphinx. There are a number of others appearing to be an agency garb. You see badges, whether still on their persons or discarded on the ground, laying around Sierra. The cloaked figure in front of her appears to be speaking. You have no time to think, react. In less time than a blink, the figure strikes. And Sierra lets out a roar. And as Sierra's blood begins to trickle out of the wound, the cloaked figure disappears. Sierra's breathing becomes labored. And another figure appears from the shadows, kneeling before the fallen Sphinx. This figure takes their hand and seems to caress their face in a familiar way. You must stop them. It won't. With a labored breath, she stops whatever she was about to say, and that you see the figure nodding. You hear Sierra take a large inhale of air before she begins speaking. Those of you who answer the call, in war and strife the world may fall. A hero's choice changed fate. Hearts were lost, and some were gained. Seek the one with eyes of sun before the day of celebration. For the pieces are falling into place. The final battle, the last race. He beckons, she will fall. They will be cursed and all powerful. Right the wrong, find the dream. Before the rising of the Nemesis Queen. She begins from the top, breathing, becoming more labored. She gets quieter, and still she keeps going, mumbling the prophecy.
Do her wounds look beyond like a cure wound at this point?
You've now heard the entire prophecy. Halfway through, she closes her eyes and exhales and doesn't move. The figure bows their head for a moment, turning to the direction you are all in. You see a flash of golden eyes, eyes like sun, as surprise is written all over their face when they see you all standing there. And standing a distance away from you all is Cheeto, the orange tabaxi whose engagement you are all just celebrating. Tears are running down his face, and it is still quite wet from tears you have not seen him shed. He takes you all in, eyes widening. And Thorn appears at his side, her face wet with tears as well. We have much to discuss, future prince. And that is where we will end tonight's session. So tune in next time. We'll spill the tea, I guess. That's all, folks. Join our Discord for all the fun shenanigan stuff and the pictures of all the cool outfits, because they were really cool. I'm sorry, I'm ending everything on a sad note, guys. Join our Discord, check out our TikTok, check out our YouTube channel and our Twitch, for the most recent update. For the most recent episodes, and YouTube for all the things. If you want to catch up on previous episodes or the original or Acting Rising campaign or all the things that we have on there, that'd be really cool. Yeah, thanks y'all for playing. Sorry for hurting anyone. Sierra was a character from the OG campaign, and I'm sorry I did this. But it was one of the first ideas that I had, and I'm really sorry I had it.
Be sorry.
That's okay. All we need to do is, like, wish, resurrect, revivify, something, anything. I mean, cards can help.
Yeah, I want to draw a card. I still have them out. Do you want to? I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
I already did.
Might help with this.
Hey,
I already did a one dice roll to decide.
I got 'em right here.
I'm gonna do best 2 out of 3
I think, okay.
on this.
Percentage again?
Well, yeah, I figured that would be. It's fun. Percentages are fun. Nobody uses percentage dice. Okay, so that's 1 for one and 1 for the other. Womp womp. No card.
You don't want to help Sierra?
That's mean. That is so mean.
I thought about making it a lot more brutal than I did. Are you sure?
Yeah, it can't get much worse than having a devil come after me. Other than drawing literally the void card.
Listen to the percentages. That's fine. We can roll with the dice gods. I respect them. If you would like, though, you can give me a number or roll for a number, and we could see what the card that you would have drawn is. Unless you want to actually draw one, it's up to you.
Like I said, there can't be much worse than having a devil already hunting me down. And we haven't even touched on that yet, so that's fun. Oh God.
I am shuffling the deck of many fates at the moment.
Which one is the one that you guys drew from?
The deck of many things.
Fate's funny. Fuck it.
Fate's a fickle bitch. Don't go
Yeah,
with it.
she can be, but at the same time, fate is what led Marius to ending up 300 years from where he once started. So why the fuck not? And we're just going to roll a d20 to see what number card we're going with.
As soon as you give me a number, I'll stop.
That was on 16.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, they're falling.
Hey, streamgoers, this might be where Marius dies.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You didn't draw the Tempest card. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Was that the last card?
No.
Oh, it looked like you pulled it away
Drawn
with
less
no
than
cards left. Okay.
16 is my favorite number. Oh.
What did I do? Are we going to show off stream or show on stream right now?
I'll say it. I will say that Nick drew this card before he changed the timeline.
Oh my God.
And
Did you get it twice in a row?
The one affected by this was Cat.
Oh, because I know you pulled an affecting card.
You've drawn the Serpent card. One of your party members, chosen by the DM, is afflicted with a deadly, undetectable poison. Unless prevented with a wish, it will kill that character within 1 day. And I hate that I'm the DM and this is my job.
I hate that I chose a card.
Yeah.
I pay tribute.
You're like really, really gunning to just be like, I'll start a new character. I don't mind.
And it's not about making a new character, but I'm also maybe psychologically trying to psych out the DM by trying to volunteer myself. Or is that what I want you to think? Boom, boom, boom.
I'm pretty sure there is a wish.
Not for
I
fifth
mean-
level characters. Well, technically, Zontan, he does have wish.
Zontan's wish.
He does. That was my. Yes, I do.
Options. I don't know if you know that you're.
Actually, no. No, I
I'm gonna
don't.
spice it up.
No, I don't.
Let's see.
Unless he came into contact with like an item that does that. I forgot that he's a warlock and I don't get wish spells. I don't think. Hold on, I'm looking it
I
up.
mean, if anyone would wanted to draw from the deck of many things, there is a fate card. So I mean, that would work. The key card, I think, is something that would work, right?
I forgot. His name is still Stefan Klomp. I forgot that was a part of the timeline change.
And if someone wanted to draw, let's see if they draw the fates. Well, guess I have homework now. Oh my gosh, I know who it is.
He does not. He took my 9th level. I took True Polymorph.
Oh, I think I know what you just did. Are you making it one of the party, or are you making it somebody that is involved with the party regularly? Oh no. Don't you dare make it Kurt. I'm gonna feel so bad.
I should be Kurt, so she doesn't have to do the voice anymore.
That's a really good idea.
No, you don't have to do your voice like this each week and stress it out.
Oh, I could just do Kurt. That wasn't who I was thinking of. That's okay. Oh,
You'll figure it out.
I don't want to kill any of you.
It's
Well,
a hard choice. You just have to make sure that nobody's upset. So it's at random.
Join our Discord if you want to see pictures of the cards that we pulled tonight. Also, I was using the really pretty I forgot what this is called. The Oracle of the Moon deck. And that was the Chaos card that that just fell out of the deck. So yeah, now I'm sadder than I knew I was gonna be. All right. Well, good night, everyone. Happy Pride.